that usually leads to not like the women at the office understand me. And pretty soon the women at the office start looking better and better, and your family looks worse and worse, and before you know it, boom, you've lost everything.
And young women, please understand that if you dress immodestly, you are magnifying this problem by becoming pornography.
What my psychiatrist recommended is you can take medication.
Travis Wayne Goodsell. It's Alyssa's turn. Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman. I'm thankful for YouTube in recommending a short video of Alyssa's prior to this video. In which she goes over the whole temple ceremony of putting on the different clothing for the robes and underwear. I'm disappointed, but you know, as I've said, you don't have to be the best, you just have to be the first. She's the first. If I were to have done the production, I would have directed it differently. But nonetheless, it was cute. She didn't smile. The woman didn't smile. She did a tranny thing, the men and women's side of it. So the female No smile. Just her stoic face with anger flaming from her eyes. Until the very end when she's crowned queen. And then she smiles. So cute. Hilarious. So, leading into this, it is important to understand where I stand with women. Nobody understands it. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has tried to use this weakness against me because they know it. And I now understand why John DeLynn is tanking on views. John DeLynn used to get Alyssa Grenfell's views, and Nuance Ho is gone. Oops, was it me? And I warned, and it was the Mormon women and expo women who were following John DeLynn who were upset with me, and I told you so. And you don't like being told I told you so. Little games that people play. Maybe. We'll see. So, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has, as I review back in my mind of all the abuse that the church has ordered against me, the majority of them that have been called upon to assassinate me, to torture me, to abuse me, to commit crimes against me, as knowing Mac C is the one in Utah County for YouTube. I now know the name, and it could be Mackenzie, or it could be the typical Welsh male name for son of, technically. But nonetheless, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all if a cyber terrorist female is working for YouTube, aka the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, violating YouTube's own policies for employees. The employees are not allowed to commit cyber terrorism against creators, let alone viewers. And yet, when the church gives the call, you must obey. Because the church will destroy you for failure. Right, Todd? And I've told you repeatedly since I moved in here that the two women who failed to keep me in Gail Miller's concentration camp of hell of human trafficking were fired, terminated for their failure. They were just doing the job. They were given an order and they failed. I'm now living here. They're gone from the job they had. This is the church. They demand physically putting to rights that which they deem is not right. They don't give a damn about agency. They lie in case you didn't run the test like you should have, because it's in scriptures to do so. And so why is the church using women to attack me? To be black widow cyber terrorists of mass murder and destruction and lies and deceptions? Well, because women are more cruel when they're evil. or get revenge. Men are typically more physically designed for strength, even though a woman giving birth requires a lot of physical strength, especially carrying the babies. You've got to have a lot of upper body strength carrying the babies around. But it's a different muscle structure. And as such, men aren't cruel as much as they are just blunt force weapons. Men will beat each other to death, coriantumr and shiz, until coriantumr smites off the head of shiz, and there he is with his head cut off, tries to lift up his body, and then collapses in his gore. Yeah, kid's book. It's more physically violent. The Brits, their military strategy is to confront the enemy in an open playing field with rules and regulations. It's a blunt force conditions. Whereas women, they're more sneaky and devious and cruel and inhumane and just, oh my God. Run to the wilderness, quick! You do not want an angry woman. And that's why. But all of the people that the church calls are compromised to the church in some form or fashion, so that if they fail, they get punished. The church does not give out a call to a person who may say, no, I will not commit a crime for you. They need people compromised to do this work. And so, my backstory. Grew up as a baby. I was born, firstborn. So, I got a lot of attention. There's all these women giving me attention, wanting to touch me and hold me, and I was living like a king. They're making all kinds of gifts for me, a tiger blanket, a stuffed bear, all just for me. And then my brother was born. He had colic. And so my mom had to take care of him 24/7. She was unable to take care of me anymore. And that's probably when she had my dad feed me with the bottle. And my dad was impatient. He didn't want to do it. And so he had me feed myself or I starve. So yeah, I was forced to learn to feed myself as a baby because of that. So yeah, in the family I was able to do things a lot faster in development than the average kid that doctors and others look for the development of a child. There are certain levels of the age where a child has to be at a certain average for development. And if they're below average, then they see if it's a problem in the danger zone and if they need to do something to correct it or vice versa. Nonetheless, I excelled. Running at 7 months old. Mom had to chase me down. I'm free! And so she sat me in front of the TV. So that TV became my play pal. Ernie, Sesame Street, other TV shows became my friends, my educators. Obviously, they're not real. I was smart enough, as all kids are, to know that the people we talk to are not real. It's when we get older that we forget that. The Holy Ghost told me to hurt you. You're of the devil. You never did read about Beam and Moan, did you? And so I grow up. We move to Michigan. I start kindergarten. My mom's now having sisters for me. But they're still babies, infants, toddlers, while I'm going off to kindergarten. I'm a big kid now. And one day, walking to school, Miller Elementary School, there on Paul Revere Road, brand new subdivision, as an opening at the Ford Motor Company in the accounting department just happened to coincidentally be available for us to move out there. Thank you, reporter, for covering that and paving the way for my dad to get a job there. Nonetheless, one morning I go out the door and I see Beth, my classmate, across the street. She also was walking to school that day. And so I go across the street, didn't look both ways. Joined her on the other side. There's no traffic. It's a new subdivision. Parents in those days trusted the kids to go out, get mauled by the rats. The rats of unusual size. That's why my parents always got stray cats to roam the surrounding house. Keep away the mice and the rats. I don't understand why they don't do that here in Utah. In Riverton, the people poisoned the cats. Just inexperienced new home buyers. Anyway. And so we're walking to school, and two little kindergartners of around 5 years of age, plus or minus. And so, yeah, I would turn 5 near the end of the school year. And all of a sudden, from behind us, 2 older, taller boys came up from behind Beth. The one boy put her in a bear hug from behind, lifted her up. She's now in a full-on scream panic. I go into shock. I'd never seen such violence, other than Johnny Sacco and his giant robot. Again, I knew it wasn't real. this was now real, as I'm trying to lighten up the mood to keep me from bawling. The other boy pulled down her leggings and panties, and they were just laughing it up. I was horrified, in shock. She was horrified, screaming. And yeah, she did. And so that's when the boys then left and put her down. But they were still laughing all the way to school. Beth went running home crying. I just stood there still in shock. I didn't know what to do. Here I am, a little 5-year-old kid, just witnessed a sexual assault on a 5-year-old girl. And I had no clue what to do. I didn't know if I should just go home. She's already going home to tell her mommy. And I don't know how long it was until I just wandered to school. Beth and I, she never talked with me ever again. She never associated, nothing. And so I, traumatized by that, would see her at school and in class during recess as we would go into the trees to play and climb up the trees and see her on the other tree and the other branch with her girlfriends, and I'm all alone on the tree I'm on. And so I am now observing her behavior and the girlfriends that are with her, trying to understand what happened and the after effect. And so that caused me to pay more attention with TV, hoping that maybe TV can give me the answers to understand the mind and thinking and feelings of a woman. And so cartoons also, Calvin and Hobbes, Calvin and Susie Durkins, became my favorites because of this. Among others that didn't really involve women. And there was Sherman's Lagoon, Bloom County, and then the classics, Peanuts, the Stone Age one, BC, it's not coming to me. Far Side. And, but TV was now showing movies, Saturday afternoon special, but still young, still mostly kid stuff, cartoons. And my mom had been getting the Sears catalog every year, the big Christmas catalog with basically every inventory in their system. And my mom would have activities for us at the kitchen table while she did chores to occupy us so that she didn't have to attend to our development. And one of the activities was to do collages with the Sears catalog. She anticipated that we would go through the furnishings or the appliances or toys and just make collages on paper. And originally it was glue until tape became more or less expensive. Scotch tape. There was a moment of masking tape, but nah. But we did learn to fold it, to stick it behind, you know. My mom and dad were from the flannel board missions, and so we had flannel board stories, and so we learned flannel board stuff also. But and so because of Beth, because I'm wanting to know all about women, and because of the clothing incident with Beth, the Sears catalog also has women's fashion in it. But I'm a Mormon boy. Women are evil. They're of the devil. They need to cover up and hide. And they get very angry. I'm surprised her husband didn't want to do the other part for the men. I guess she wanted to do the tranny thing. You know, Exmo Lex's husband did that part, but Exmo Lex didn't do it as awesome as Alyssa did in the short video. Nonetheless, that's up to them and their direction. So yes, Exmo Lex, she might be coming soon. Although last time I heard, she was quitting YouTube for the most part and focusing on X or TikTok or whatever. And that allowed Alyssa Grenfell even more opportunity to rise to queenhood. To get in the New York Times, wasn't it? Isn't that where she was covered in? But regardless of what it was that I just did the other month. It was right before Christmas, wasn't it? Anyway. And so I can't be seen ripping out the pages and cutting out the women to make collages. Because my mom was extremely strict. There's one time when we moved to Placentia in the early grade years after Michigan. I only went to first grade in Michigan, and then we moved to Southern California. And our first home was in Placentia, where Amy Smyka, movie star. Yeah, I know movie stars. Arsenic and Old Lace, Hardy Boys. Yeah, she was the damsel in distress in the burning hotel. And Sean Hardy took her to the roof, and they jumped. She's a little girl. Lived just down the block. Didn't really see her much after. That was the one and only time. Weird. Nonetheless. And so I was running out of the house to go play outside, and my mom saw that I wasn't wearing a belt on my jeans. I'm a growing boy. My jeans often were floods. And so, yes, I often needed a new change of wardrobe within the semester of school. But it helped out financially because all my stuff got handed down to my brother. So it helped that detergents could clean off all of the stains, grass stains, and dirt stains that I put them through. And Levi's jeans, oh my God, awesome back in those days at least. Still pretty good genes. I'm noticing some laxing of the quality. Nonetheless. And so yes, Travis, your year's too late. I'm very well aware of that commercial and have used it in videos. And so, yeah, because I'm a big boy, I don't need a belt to hold up my pants. My brother, yes. Me, no. and so I'm covered. What more does my mom want? Put on a belt, you're naked. That was a direct quote. Not wearing a belt, I was naked in my mom's eye. That's how extremist she was, and enforced it on me. And so women, oh my God, where's your belt? Alyssa porn. Seriously, my mom, even though she may have been outwardly friendly to you, if you were not wearing missionary approved clothing as a girl, you were naked. And so that goes for any church member, any other person who's not even Mormon. That is my mom's mentality. You are wicked because you are immodest. That's the kind of household I grew up in. That's the kind of extremism that I grew up in. And I rebelled. And secretly, often on occasion. Specifically for this. There's nobody I could talk to about Beth. I'm not talking to my mom about Beth. Are you kidding me? I learned long ago that when I asked my mom a question, she made it so difficult to just give me the answer. No, she has to make it an issue. On purpose so that I would stop asking her. Fine. And so I also need to bring up this incident to help you explain. Psychologists love to claim that teenage boys, when they hit puberty, go through their Oedipus Rex syndrome. It's an old Greek tale about how a son falls in love with his mommy and slaughters daddy to have mommy all to himself. And so psychologists try to repeat this over and over again so that little boys believe that this is the case and mommies believe that this is the case, and then daddies go missing. And everybody who's alive goes in for therapy to pay the psychologist, who does coping skills. The next time when you're horny for mommy, try praying or singing a hymn or reading your scriptures. Wait a minute, are we at church? Are you my teacher? Are you Mormon? Oh, you're evangelical, born-again Christian, huh? Oh. Same thing. But don't you believe as a psychologist that all religions are mentally retarded? This was back in the 80s. In the late 70s. And so I had heard that. It was brought up by a teacher in school. And of course my peers, with their, oh my God, they were white supremacist Christian nationalists of born-again Christian origin. And so, yeah, I heard all about this abuse here in Southern California, there in Southern California, here in Utah. And so, yeah, I want nothing to do with the male peers because of Beth. I don't like boys who are abusive, even if verbally, to women. That pisses me off. But there's nothing I can do about it. I'm a little kid. And so, yeah, I'm always paying attention to the other girls at school, but nonetheless, I am aware of this. Even before I hit puberty early. And one day, I don't know why, I never did it again. Other kids did. But my mom made sure not to be in such a situation, to be caught like that again. She left the door unlocked. She had just gotten out of or was about to go into the shower. And the phone rang, and she was talking to probably the visiting teachers who were setting up an appointment to come and talk. And so, yeah, my mom sitting there on the edge of the bed, talking on the phone, and I come running in, bursting through the door. Don't know why, don't know what Tiffany did now. Never did it again. She ended up doing it. Oh, being first to mom, she sides with us. Okay. So I can be first, and then Travis will get in trouble. And so I see that she's on the phone. I'm focused on my problem, unaware of my surroundings. She, in shock, but on the phone, gets up and stands full frontal in front of me. And I then walk back out. I no longer have a problem. Close the door behind me. But never was I sexually attracted to mommy, despite seeing her in her full glory. Never. Throughout my whole life, never have I ever had even a fantasy in my frontal lobe. No wet dream. No nothing of any sexual desire for my mom. Ever. And it's mostly because of her abuse. I am not attracted to abusive women. Alyssa is married. I don't need to worry about her. Not a problem. Have no interest. But it sure is fun to see an angry woman about the church. And the church is not running into the wilderness. Women do not understand the power they have and are holding it back. And being so severely abused by this church. And all they need to do is rise up as one. And this patriarchal, abusive authority will run. And still, they're not doing it. Women have the power to destroy this church once and for all, and they won't do it. But other women, yeah. Yep. Do you need a hand towel to cover up? But never my mom. Okay? And so, as I hit puberty, as I'm still continuing the secret evil practice of portfolios of women's fashion, and it didn't help that my sisters got fashion plates for Christmas, and I didn't. And so I'm always knocking on my sister's door, and can I play with the fashion plates? Okay, fine, but right here at the door, on the floor, and then when you're done, knock. And give it back. Okay. I really wanted to be a woman's fashion designer because of Beth. Women fascinate me. They intrigue me. I want to know more. What are these feminine secrets on the commercials talking about? April freshness? I want to know more. And so, yeah, as we're entering into the 80s, psychologists originally said that boys who play with girl dolls are going to turn gay. So come in and see them and pay them money. And we'll electroshock therapy them. And interestingly, as a kid, I must have known about polygamy somehow. It must have come up somehow, some way, somewhere, as a kid in the Mormon church. Or it could have just been Beth. But the Fisher-Price people, yeah, I would be the guy, a little character for the guy, and then all the other women. That's it. The other guys, get out. Go away. I only want to play with women. That's it. I have only an interest in women because of Beth. I know the causation. I know the source of it. I don't need a psychologist to talk about it. I know very well, and I've made my choice. Okay? So, yeah, as I'm hitting puberty, there's now the conflict, as my appreciation for the beauty of women is tempered with the other side of Captain Kirk, who wants to breed. If you remember that episode of Star Trek. A little bit wrong, but that's the closest you guys can understand, I guess. There's a lot of falsehoods in Star Trek. Andromeda, oh my god. Come on, guys. It's not my show. If I want to do it better, I should do it myself. And I have. I'm just waiting to for Zion, where I can do it, among many other things, especially designing women's clothing. The first wife, of full disclosure, who really was cruel, she was going into women's fashion design at Rick's College, as she had told me that starting pay in New York City was $100,000. And then when I went to my mission I had already been on my mission to New York, and so I knew that really wasn't much. That's a half a month's pay for rent. So you're going to have to move to New Jersey and commute. Nonetheless. So yes, I've always been this way. Always favoring women. Always having an interest in women. Wanting to know what they're up to. What are they thinking about? Talk with me. I probably have broken records for the amount of length of a date as a result. Going to Rick's the first semester before my mission, I escaped my parents and was there among a 1-to-3 ratio with women dominating. And it was awesome. Just hanging out at the women's dorms. For any woman that was around who would allow me to hang out, and chat, and whatever. And then I always was asked to dates, so I didn't have to figure out what am I supposed to do, because I hadn't come back from my mission yet. Everybody changed when I came back. Women are not the same anymore. You're not the same woman I knew before my mission. You've changed. Frustrating. So, Alyssa Grenfell. I won't go too much more into my life. It's already 45 minutes in. You've already seen the pretty pictures. And you're pissed with me that I'm talking about my life and not getting to Alyssa, the multi-million view queen who's known worldwide now. Yep. I gave up eternal life for coffee. Ugh. You know, I gave up eternal life for the Book of Mormon. Beat that. I bet there's nobody in the world who can say they gave up eternal life for the Book of Mormon. All because Adam fell that man might be. And men are that they might have orgasm. Joy. Read the context. I found it in the Egyptian documents. And that's why I lost eternity. Lost eternal life. For trusting in the Book of Mormon. And so, the latest rather than John DeLynn, which was 5 years and 3 years or whatever ago. Alyssa got the latest. And yeah, angry face Alyssa. She's like a puma ready to pounce. And rip you to shreds. That was so awesome and cute. When, way back when, living in Riverton, I came home one day and had Wendy's nuggets, and I saw the new kittens that were born to the strays that were being taken care of by my parents in their new subdivision neighborhood. As I had my own apartment in the basement, separate door. It was intended to be made for Grandma for her retirement, but then Alzheimer's kicked in for her, and other problems ensued, and plus what happened to me. Nonetheless, and so I see the cute little kittens after I pulled up, and I had to stop early because I saw them. I went, oh, come on, guys, I'm in a car. And so I get out, and they're just so adorable. I had to feed them. So I put down some chicken nuggets of mine, and they just so cute and so terrifying. They are born predators. So yes, women, certain women have animal characteristics. Not because they're animals and supernatural new age crap. No, they're just cats are a certain way, finicky, ignore you, think that they're better. You got to take care of them. They're the queen. Are you talking about the woman or the cat? Exactly. There are those women. Not all women are the same, obviously. Everyone is different. That's what I learned. Women are not the same, even though psychologists are trying to make women the same. Getting the community and the government and the religion to treat women the same, so that women then conform and comply and are cookie cutter women. And that is horrifying, what I saw, the abuse of psychologists getting into businesses, getting into religion, getting into the government, getting into the communities, getting into the households, just ripping women to shreds, and women are just falling left and right about how ugly they are, so they need this makeup to cover up and hide, how they need to wear these particular clothing to look cool and fashionable, how to do your hair, and your skin color. Oh my God, white girl, get a tan. And plastiques now begin to emerge. Deforming of bodies, mutilations of bodies, blackface, covering up and hiding behind a mask, covering up and hiding the true woman. I was just horrified. And so, yeah, I was relieved that both of the failed marriages, at least they weren't into makeup. Except for the first one, only on specific nights when she wouldn't come home until I was asleep. And then somehow ended up with lots and lots of money. to abandon me with. Roxanne, why did you put on that makeup? Nonetheless. So, Alyssa Grenfell. She is very dissatisfied with the church and left on her own. She had had enough. It's been years since I've seen her Why I Left video, such that I don't fully remember the details, obviously, because I don't memorize, but yeah, she has done the videos about how she'd been on a mission, went through the temple, obviously. So she knows a lot about the cultural Mormonism that she grew up in. And yet, not knowing precisely what it was that she left for, because it's not for coffee. No. That's just her humor. She made the choice and left. And she is very angry and she is very bitter. And I love that attitude. And so, let's review Alyssa Grenfell's videos. Starting from the most recent, which yesterday was 3 days ago. Outdoor Boys quits YouTube for Mormon leadership. I have no idea who they are. I guess she does. And oh dear God, 237K. Yeah, other people know who they are. And so she's got the thumbnail picture, she in the forefront, obviously. Putting the men behind her. Whether she knows what she's doing or did it on purpose, I still see it. Right, Nuance Ho? Oh, you're not working with John Dehlin anymore. Oh, okay. You're going by your actual name and not calling yourself a hoe. Got it. Okay. And so, plot twist. Yeah, she's into entertainment. Because plot twist. I know this because I spent my life immersed in TV and movies because of it. Trying to learn all about women. So, yeah, I got you pegged, girl. Oh, we're getting to the Marriott. He just had to close. They're crashing and burning. We're not there yet, Travis. So whoever these guys are, I am familiar with this church tactic. When the church disapproves of your lifestyle, they encourage you to do something else. And one of the ways they encourage you to do what they want you to do is through mission service or a church calling. Bingo! So yes, whatever they were doing on YouTube that made them disapproved by the church, but they're faith promoting, and so the church really can't condemn them like they've done to me and not Alyssa. As Mackenzie Christofferson working for YouTube. If that's her name, oh my God. Oh my God. And so, yeah, the church disapproved of their YouTube channel. They were going beyond what the church wants good Mormon people to do. And so, yeah, leadership. Fine young man. Let's put you in leadership. Get you off of YouTube. And they won't say that. It's just a subtle way of doing it. And so it's, you're the right man for the job. We really need your help with this. All that kind of crap. To make you believe that, wow, I'm helping. Oh, I'm doing okay. It's a higher calling. And then hopefully with that leadership experience, if after their leadership experience is done and they want to go back to YouTube, it'll be changed for the right perspective now. This is the church's background on this. Whether Alyssa knows this or not, I don't know. I'm not going to watch the video. She does long videos too, not as long as John DeLynne's. She's more of my length for average video size. So 1 hour and 4 minutes, and then 1 hour 54 minutes, 1 hour 32 minutes, 1 hour 34 minutes, 1 hour 36 minutes, 1 hour 8 minutes, 1 hour 46 minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes, 1 hour 6 minutes, 101 minute, and 1 minute, or 1 hour and 13 minutes. So yeah, and she does shorts, probably live, I don't know, I didn't check. And so her length of time is similar to mine, which is half of the normal time of John DeLynne, who does interviews without nuance ho. So yes, nuance ho and get another thing. Probably should do it on this paper. Apostate, LDS episodes, Exmo Lex, and I forgot. Nuance ho. Nuance ho. Ho ho ho. Could be. And so, Daniel Trotter. There might be a number of you who know him if you live in this valley. Back in 2014, I was freed from my captivity, to the shock and horror of everybody. And was living downtown in Salt Lake in an apartment. And in the ward, Daniel Trotter was the ward mission leader. And so, seeing me come to church, as I was doing it because I needed to pretend, because I didn't have the receipt yet that the church was responsible, and so I needed to have protection by being in the church until I could find the answers of who's responsible for what was done to me for 6 years of my life. And so that meant getting back in full fellowship, getting the underwear, getting the temple robes, getting my temple regiment. And there's stories behind that. Need something to fidget with. And so Daniel Trotter sees me, and he sees me as a project to take under his wing. Everybody always gets me wrong. Nobody ever wants to know me. Very sad, but hilarious for those who think they know me. And so he grooms me to be a ward missionary with him. And he gets approval, whether he did or not, I don't know. But I'm hanging out with him and doing stuff with him for that purpose. And I'm, fine, whatever. And so we become friends, but I'm cautious because I know his motivation here. But still, I'm always a good friend to other people until I am starting to experience your abusive alternative intentions for me, and then I'm out. And so he, to not go into any of that stuff, he wrote a book about him, because he went to a self-help guru who he had to pay to tell him to write a book about himself, promote himself to the world, and how great he is and how awesome he is. Nonetheless, he did it. He wrote a book about how in Southern California he was in a gang and was into pornography, not making it, not distributing it, using it, purchasing it and viewing as a gang member in Southern California. A big, bad, tough gang member, and he's concerned about being involved with looking at porn. I don't mock him during any of this time. I'm being a friend. We're the porn gang. We look at porn. Better watch out. Are you embellishing the story? It was just you and your friends and you look at porn. And so he believed his life was going nowhere. And so he says he fasted food and drink for 40 days and 40 nights. No food, no water. Sure. I'm Jesus. Bow to me. Bow to the king of ill putrescence. And so he went on speaking tours about how his experience brought him back to the church. And he would talk about the evils of porn and demand that other people stay away from porn because he's been involved with it deep. He knows how evil it is, how it kills children. how it ruins lives. I'm a very good friend. He betrayed me, that's why I can unleash now. And so, he was doing speaking tours all across this valley for firesides and other events, like a self-help guy that inspired him to do it in the first place. And that's what he was doing, promoting his book, trying to sell his book, promoting himself about the dangers of porn. And so he moved with his new wife into the president's apartment, just not the penthouse. The penthouse is for the president of the church. You do know it's a porn magazine. I don't know if it's still around, but back in the 80s it was. Back in California days. The plague of porn. Women got the looks that kill. That's, yeah, looks that kill. That's also a good one. Maybe we'll have to do two. Alyssa is that special. And so I call him up one day, or he calls me up, or email, whatever it was, and says, yeah, I just got called into the stake president, and they've got me working at the homeless shelter for the church. I'm doing a church service mission. I knew exactly what happened, because he always talks about his book at church. Book, 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 me, porn, porn, porn. To everyone. And so, Brother Trotter, we have a special assignment we would like your help with. Will you accept the call from Jesus? Okay. Yeah. Instantly. Gave up his book tour, gave up the book, and is now fully immersed in the 2-year mission. Whether he extended or not, I don't know. Afterwards, I don't know. He betrayed me. He became a false friend. And I knew it was coming. And I prepare myself for when that day could come, because of all the experiences of betrayal I've had in my life. And so, yeah, that's why I don't have faith crises. I prepare myself using science to do research and investigation, so that when I find out, oh, the Book of Mormon and Joseph Smith are true, that means the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is false. Oh, faith crisis averted. Punishment ensues. So yes, the outdoor boys got that same treatment for whatever it was they were posting. Alright, and so I don't know if it's the same guy or if they're twins. I don't know. Could be twins, because that would explain why the one is dressed up in a suit and a tie and the other is casual attire. Just like my brother and I. I'm the casual attire, in case you were curious and didn't know. The real reason I left the Mormon church. Ooh, you rebooted that. I should probably watch that then. That was 2 weeks ago. Okay. So good to know. Probably should have paid attention. Didn't. I was more staring into your eyes about how you want to burn everybody with your eyes. And so, yeah, she shows the Salt Lake Temple, and she shows the front, and yes, you can see the inverted pentagram, even though it's very tiny. I don't know if she will talk about that. I don't know how much she knows. I don't see any videos talking about how Lucifer's plan of happiness is involved with the church and the temple. Despite her knowing, whether she knows, I don't know. That used to be John by the ways, especially for youth talk to kids. You know, but you don't know you know. You can be together forever someday. With Lex Diazevedo on the piano. Cringed on that. Cringed. I felt the cringe. And so only 172K. That's strange, because she's now numero uno after going worldwide. This is, yeah. She's now worldwide famous, and she does the real reason I left the Mormon church. And 172K, but then you get 237K for outdoor boys. What the hell, people? Where's your priorities? The quiet trauma of Mormon girlhood. That's going to make me cry. Of course, she's talking about another woman who had the trauma. It's an interview thing. Pure question mark. You're used chewing gum. We spit you out. And so Mormon Mother God. So I'm noticing a theme on females in the church. The abuse that goes on. And you see this. Mormon Mother God, she who must not be named. Ruth. Or Emmanuelette. You just ask. Just ask, people. Just ask. Just ask. I'll tell you. Everybody keeps secrets. I don't know. Well, Travis most likely knows, but I don't know if I dare ask him. Just ask. You know, Ham's wife was Kemet. Shem's wife was Shemet. Noah's wife was Noah-ut. Japheth's wife was Japhethet. Just ask. I'll tell you. But yeah, it's the church's way of covering up and hiding women again. They cover up and hide Mother in heaven. And they give the excuse, oh, her name's so sacred. Shh. We're not going to tell you. Just say you don't know. You're false prophets, you don't know. Marriott. Who put the Book of Mormon in my hotel room? The Mega Mormon Marriott story. Yeah, Marriott came out at the end of the year last year. 10,000, I think. 9 or 10,000 hotels in just the United States of America have to close. They're crumbling. They're crashing. And so this was right before. Did Alyssa have a part to play in the fall of Marriott hotels? Could be. This is how much of an impact a social media influencer has over the world and how it's run. And that's why when the powers that be saw this, they went, oh crap, we need to figure out how to shut it down so that this doesn't happen. People are posting about we cops beating unarmed black people and shooting them in the back. We can't have this. We've got to put a stop to it. Can't we just make it illegal? Can't we lock them up? Shoot them? Maybe Mom Talk shouldn't survive this. Ex-Mormon reacts. Okay, so she's sipping her coffee with Mom Talk on the mug. I need to get a new mug. Not everything made it. Even though women were punished for their failure, there was still some success, some level of success. So I don't know. Is she the Secret Lives of Mormon Housewives? I don't know. Because I'm seeing a bunch of women holding hands, and I want a bigger picture for my collection, and Alyssa's not cooperating. But here we go. 18 adult males knew of the abuse of Heather Gay. I can't believe Mormons are making fun of this viral show. Church tried to sue Heather Gay for her book title that had Mormon in it. That's copyrighted. You can't use that name. Nelson, the CEO of your company, came out and said, we no longer claim the name. And you made a big change to not use the name anymore. Why are you suing? Birthdays are sinful. Yeah, I've had very disappointing birthdays, Christmases, other holidays. That's another video, and I've covered that too among all my videos. That's why I was glad to be free and among other women my age at Rick's. Those days are gone, all by myself. Don't wanna be. These Mormon cartoons are the saddest thing ever. Well, yeah, if they're telling kids they can't have birthdays and they need to burn the cake down. Which, Carolyn, that was a traumatic experience, even though for her it was horrifying. But again, standing and watching it at the other end of the table, dear God, it's her birthday, in November. Parents quickly found out that mom's attempt to have one birthday in November for the 3 kids failed. So for Tara Lynn's birthday, the cake and singing happy birthday, and then she goes to blow out the candles, and her hair long gets caught in the flames and starts catching on fire. My dad immediately responded and put it out, but still, that was traumatic, as I'm now visualizing what could have happened as Tara Lynn is now fully engulfed in flames and screaming, "Ah!" And then that spreads to the rest of the house, and the rest of the house goes up in flames, and my room up in flames, and all my property is gone. Oh, what horrible tragedy to my life your experience was. And apparently dear bleeping hell, Alyssa. Mormon leaders taught I was porn. Where's the pictures? Where's the videos? Teasing me on that one. But I've done the clip. Oaks. And women, young women, you are magnifying this problem by becoming pornography. Oh my God. Mormon Disney adult mania. Yeah, there are those Mormons who will only watch Disney movies. And G-rated, sometimes not even G-rated, has to be Disney cartoons or other cartoons that are G. They get extreme about the R rating, saying, oh, PG, that's also evil. We need to ban all PG movies so that nobody gets hurt. We need to enforce our beliefs on other people. And so, the truth about religion, where she thinks she's an atheist. Excuse me. And so, yeah, she's holding up a Christian cross as she's been branded with a J. Seriously? Again, mutilating bodies. You're already the most beautiful creature on the face of the universe, and then you go and you brand yourself. It's one thing to build a building so that you can have kids graffiti it on purpose, so that you give kids an outlet for graffiti work. It's another thing to use your home to be utterly destroyed, or your body to be utterly mutilated and deformed and graffitied. I understand and appreciate the art, but it goes to how you think. I am able to get a clearer picture of who you are as a person. And yeah, I understand that you've been abused, and this is an outward manifestation of that abuse, whether you know it or not. So in this one, the truth about religion is how she knows that Christianity also is not true. She recognized in the Church of Jesus Christ claiming to be Christian that Christianity also, by extension, can't be true either. Whereas many Mormons, especially even converts to the church, who were Christian, join the church, found out we're not Christian, and then go back to Christianity. In this particular case, she grew up Mormon, went on the mission, knew that Christianity is not true, but the church claiming that they're Christian, and she not knowing how to do original church history research, didn't know that Joseph Smith is not Christian. Nonetheless, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is, sort of, not really, it's Luciferian. But nonetheless, yeah, I can totally understand. So yeah, she left and wants nothing to do with religion anymore. She's disillusioned. This is also the threat that I've warned you that the enemy is plotting against Christians, and thus by extension Mormons, is to destroy Christianity in the minds of Christians, to the point where they are lost and have no guide or compass, as he talks about. And then, therefore, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints arises with the pure doctrine of Lucifer and enforces everybody into slavery and abuse. So yeah, Mormonism. Everybody's preparing everybody to join Mormonism. And then Scientology, the crabs from outer space, in that Dianetics book. I saw that commercial on TV back in the late 80s. Everybody was, oh, this new book, oh, bestseller, wow, Dianetics, wow. Tom Cruise and the South Park version of him. This is what Scientologists actually believe. What Tom Cruise did to his wife is unforgivable. She is a gift. That rated R movie. All right. Ex-Mormon's first time back in Mormon temple. You went to an open house, right? I've joined the church again, April Fools. Ex-Molex did that. She did that for April Fools once. I went back to church. Church is so true now. I was wrong. Back in her glory days. And so I don't know if she knows. I mean, it depends on how young she is. But Nelson changed the temple in 2019. Her little video clip, by the way, I forgot to mention this. She doesn't know they do ponchos now. They don't do the robes anymore. That's old school, girl. I did that video years ago when they changed to ponchos. Found that there was a Japanese fashion show for men, and the man was doing the fashion of the temple robes of the church. And I went, oh, wow, that's interesting. And then I found out, oh, ponchos now? Oh, okay. Whatever. Why I regret attending a Mormon university, because your degree was worthless. You learned more on your own, girl, than you did at BYU. They put faulty programming into your brain and screwed you up. So she recognizes that. Good for you. Where's the fashion, though? She's got the clothes, but she's covering up and hiding herself. She left the church, knows about the abuse of cover up and hiding women, and she still covers up and hides. And here's where I disagree with her, because she's not doing her research. And yet, this is the big stuff she gets. Stuff that she does not know the information about. Joseph Smith's polygamy cult. It was Brigham's. And it was a secret cult. Nobody's supposed to know, not even Joseph. And again, I got pissed with John DeLynn for redoing that recently after I did the videos again, going over again the little black book of Brigham Young, where he sealed by proxy all the accusing women of Joseph Smith's wives. None of them were true. None of them. And she will not get off it because it's a woman's issue. And she's got very strong feelings on this. And so, yes, those eyes. They're staring into your soul and burning it. And yet, her focus needs to be on the correct person, the one who lied to us about it, Brigham Young. And then apparently she was very popular with signs Twilight was written by a Mormon. Don't throw Joseph Smith in there with them. Brigham Young. God, Joseph Smith Papers, people. Joseph Smith Papers explains it all. I don't know why the church published them. I really don't. It was all just revenge of Gail Miller's to get back at Sandra Tanner, I guess. They didn't really want Mormons to look at it. And yet, I don't know. I don't get it. How the fundamentalist pipeline almost got us. That's your husband? Because the other husband that I saw is not him. Is that a special guest speaker? But yeah, the fundamentalists here in Utah and surrounding areas have stolen a lot of Mormon girls, convincing them that polygamy is the one true religion and that this church is false because they gave up on polygamy, which is the law of Jesus. It's right there in section 132. And women fall for it and go, oh, wow, yeah, you're right. Yeah, can I be a part of the big love movement? Could also be a theme song. How Mormon doctrine created swig soda. As a kid, I just mixed my sodas at the fountain. You know, I wasn't sure which one, so I just mixed them all. As a kid, I just did it. And then other people saw me doing it, and now it's a thing, and I don't get the credit for it. Just like the selfie, and what was the other thing that I brought up yesterday? Oh yeah, mukbang. Everybody's stealing my identity and not giving me credit. How I told my family I wanted to leave the Mormon church. Nobody cared about that one. Well, actually, no, that's a 3, not a 1. Yeah, wow. My parents always assumed I abandoned the church. That's a video in and of itself, back in the 80s. Dear God, they thought I was gay. My mom caught me with my fashion plate girls. And still they thought I was gay. Because of the church. Unbelievable. Ex-Mormon reacts to Mormon purity propaganda. It's worse than I remember. Everything Mormon missionaries don't tell you. That's everything. Why is that only 1 hour and 40 minutes? Oh my goodness. Ex-Mormon reacts to the Utah mom. I mean, trad wife? Trad mommy? The chilling execution oaths in Mormon temples. So she does know. She's too young to have gone through it, but she knows. So she found out. I'm old enough to know, because I went through it. New name Nephi. Yep. And so yes, that's why the thumb is the knife. So when you do your sustaining vote, it's a death blood atonement oath to give loyalty to the leaders. Shh, don't tell, or you're going to have to kill yourself, or we'll do it for you, Travis. We'll get a woman to do it. Just unbelievable. The attempts to poison me, to starve me, to physically hurt me. I just, oh my God, women. These women willingly did it. Even signed and dated their threat to resume in the coming year. Oh my hell. And so yeah, I am not surprised at all about all the women who commit crimes and murders in Utah. It does not surprise me at all. And yet here the teen girls are already getting groomed to be the abusers when they're adults. Because the psychologist said they're the most mentally retarded over boys. Yeah, they're getting groomed to grow up to be abusers. Or to kill themselves for failure to be the abuser. You don't see the dangers that I see and know. And women just likewise, as Mormons generally, just don't care to know. They don't think that I could know. No man knows my history, neither do women. Not even the author of Fawn Brody in her book. She didn't know. She got it all wrong. She trusts hearsay rather than the primary source document. The little black book of Brigham Young. The Epstein list. Why Mormon women are terrified of heaven. I ain't sharing my husband. What? How many kids do I have to populate an earth? Oh, hell no. I love you. Oh, don't you love me, baby? No way. Ain't happening. Yeah, her husband's different than that other guy. Who's that other guy you're doing stuff with? Alyssa? Does her husband know? So, she's got the site that can look up every year of the increase in the Ensign Peak Advisors Fund. And so 6 months ago, last year, so it's even more now that we're into the new year, but 6 months ago it was 293 billion for that portfolio. And if you paid attention to his video, there's more to the story, and that's just for Ensign Peak Advisors. Every source of income follows the same pattern for tithing, with their own separate LLC company. And so, yeah, the richest church on earth, the richest corporation on earth, the richest person on earth, they are the richest on the face of the earth. That's why we don't talk about it anymore. Saudi Arabian oil drillers, yeah, nowhere near this church. AI technology getting into the trillionaires for the CEOs, nowhere near the total asset value of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. When the Book of Mormon told you about this warning, you should have believed it. The Book of Mormon is so true. And instead, she fell for the con of Brigham Young, believing that the Book of Mormon was to get rich. For Brigham Young, yes. Joseph Smith, no. A channel life update. Whatever. The Mormon colonization of Tonga. 60%. Yeah, that's the king of Tonga. Didn't he become Mormon? And that he converted all of his people? You will now all be Mormon. An official order decree. That is Tonga, right? Isn't it Tonga? Or am I thinking of another island out there? Why my husband left the Mormon church. And my reaction. Can't he speak for himself? She won't let him. This has also been a danger that I've seen. Not just for Mormons, but outside with the feminazis. Is that they think that in order to fix the problem, they need to now be the problem that they were complaining about needing to be fixed. You don't fight fire with fire unless it's an actual fire that needs fire to have it put out. Quit using the analogy. It's a false equivalency. It will lead to destructive results. How Mormon doctrine created crumble cookie. And yeah, there's the whole cookie crumbling here in Utah scandal, and I guess the cookie crumbled, came out on top. But yeah, Mormons go in to their lives with the influence of the church. And so with the other videos that she is wondering if there's a tie-in to this and that. I'm surprised she didn't talk about Battlestar Galactica. I saw Battlestar Galactica for the first time. Was it done by a Mormon? Star Wars. This seems a lot like Jewish stuff. Jedi seems a lot like Judah. Anakin is like Ashkenazi. Amidala, handmaid. I'm very curious. Is this Jewish? Obviously, what we experience, we take with us out into the world. And so, Mormons, you can see the difference on how they do their job at work versus other people who are not Mormon, who go to work. There's a huge difference in how you do your job because your religion is influencing you. I've seen that working for the church. Oh my hell. Why are we doing this? Because the living prophet of Jesus won't pay to upgrade? Because you think it builds character? What the bleeping hell? I saved the church millions of dollars. How did they thank me? They chased me off the job. Oh my hell. And ex-Mormon reacts to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Season 2. Yeah, because we're going into Season 3. So she's just finished watching Season 2 7 months ago. Now they're going into Season 3, causing scandals. Mormon women are into porn and soft swinging and emulating the Mormon housewives, trad wives. The scars the Mormon church left on my mental health. Oh, you talked to John DeLynn, didn't you? But she knows the primary hymn. There were conductors during that time who had on the tongue lozenge, or the tongue thing they stick in kids' mouths, say "ah," and then glued it or taped it to construction paper face with the dots and the happy face, and frown with a frowny face. If by chance you see a frown, do not let it stay. Quickly turn it upside down and frown that smile away. No one likes a smiley face. Turn it to a frown. Make the world conform and comply by smiling with a frown. That was ad-libbed, but I had a different version back then. As a kid. Girl boss. Hey, mama. So, wow, you have a family. You're not a feminazi after all. Enslaving your husband. She's doing text communication. Oh my God. And already she's influencing her daughter who thinks she's a girl boss. See? Kids always get revenge on you. Why, MLM really means Mormon losing money. Yeah. It's a scam for a reason. Axios, or the other V, covered that particular scandal in the church. The MLM. And they don't call it pyramid schemes or Ponzi schemes because those are criminal. So they call it MLMs now. We sell stuff. Yeah, that's not the point. It's what you're doing that's criminal. That's the point. And devout Mormon orchestrating Elon Musk's harem drama. So, yeah, I've already tied the Huntsmans to the Epstein files. Apparently, some other guy is connecting Musk to these other women. He could also be... who is that guy, dear? I'd have to watch the show. It's only 37 minutes long. Because you may have stumbled onto something here. Because Elon Musk, even... we need to check. Because the guy from the secret combination Destroying America, run by the church, secretly, shh, don't tell, Steve Bannon, is not in the Epstein list for trafficking women, but he's a purchaser client of the women trafficked. So that's what Steve Bannon got exposed for. But Musk, he's not in the Epstein list either for a trafficker of women. And so I'm wondering if Musk is a purchaser, and therefore whoever this guy is was the replacement of the Huntsmans as a devout Mormon. So I don't know how to find out about who he is unless I go and watch her video. But yeah, she might have stumbled onto something that she didn't realize. So Mackenzie is backing off on attacking my video this morning, I see. Google is still buffering as to, what is it you're wanting, Travis? Let us project for an hour. Freeze, freeze, freeze of the jungle. Freeze, 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 freeze. It's not wanting to work for me. Probably don't need it, but it's pissing me off. Is Elon Musk in the Epstein files? He is. As one of the, well, Andrew is in the Epstein files as a trafficker as well as a client. Elon Musk is named in the new Epstein files like Steve Bannon is. So he was a user. So yes, she bombshelled here and she didn't realize it. There's a Peter Thiel. I don't know him. Who's Peter Thiel? Peter Thiel. No, it's a different guy. Alright. Really? 27.5 billion and you're in the 100 richest? Okay, I thought there was more than that. I thought he wouldn't have been considered the 100 richest. I guess there's not as many as I thought. So no, Peter Thiel does not appear like the guy in Alyssa's video picture. But yes, Elon Musk is involved with Epstein, and thus why he's hooking up with all of these girls through the Mormon who's laundering it to him. So with the unfortunate, untimely death by towel of Epstein, Musk needed another source to get women. And she found the Mormon who is doing that for him. And so, yes, the Huntsmans also were involved with Epstein. They're in the Black Book of trafficking girls to Epstein for clients like Elon Musk and Steve Bannon and anybody else. Prince Andrew was both. Trump was both, etc., etc. So, yeah, she doesn't realize what a bombshell she uncovered here. And only 340,000. So I need to find out more on that video too from you, dear. And so yeah, I know she's pissed if I'm calling her dear. That's why I say it. Because again, there's no sexual tension between us. At least me with her. Mackenzie, I know, is hot for me. That's why she's so mean. If only Travis got the right feeling, then I wouldn't have to activate him with cyber terrorism. And then he'd see how much I care for him. And how we can be together forever with our other wives. But I'd be the first wife. I'm gonna run away now. The Mormon Church's racist past is way worse than you think. Well, if you've been watching my channel, you know it is way worse. Beyond what she thinks it is. Oh my God. This is why the church suppresses me and not her. Not just because she's female and she roars. Motherhood after Mormonism. Why I had kids after leaving the Mormon church. They're not born in the covenant, they're gonna burn in hell. And look, your daughter. She's using the pornography texting. Wearing the privileged little white girl shirt. Triangle. It was square in my grandparents' generation. Entering into my mom's and dad's. Why I regret my Mormon wedding. Sorry, honey. It's you, not me. The expectation versus the reality, yeah. The temple thing, yeah. And I guess she missed it. All women are slaves in the temple ceremony. Fine, we'll read it for you to close. You can be together forever someday. Together forever clip. Pretty soon the women at the office start looking better and better, and your family starts looking worse, and before you know it, boom, you've had orgy sex with all the women in the office and have to work for an architectural firm with all men. Now you work. LDS endowment. Do 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 do. See, they pissed off with the calendars and those are the same thing. And oh my God. So let's see. Endowment on film. Really? Is it just the YouTube version? Oh, history. That's not. Where's the ceiling? There are the ceilings. Alright. So, this is incomplete from the source that I'm getting it from. But, you know, they don't even go over the signs and explaining them either. They leave that part out. So, as it is, you go in, you get married for the first time. The woman now has been through the temple, gone through the veil, found that her husband is Jesus. unless you're a naughty girl and went and got your endowments without a husband, so that some other man had to step in to be your Jesus husband. And so, you're sitting across the altar, you're supposed to look into her eyes, not supposed to look at the sealer. Brother, last name. Do you take sister, last name, by the right hand in the patriarchal grip? They left that part out, because this is the first time. When doing sealings by proxy, the sealer will do the first time adding the full thing by the patriarchal grip, by the right hand in the patriarchal grip, and then leaves it out for the rest of the session that you're doing. And that's why this person left it out, I guess, is because they're used to doing temple sealings by proxy. And receive her unto yourself, to be your lawfully wedded wife, for time and for all eternity. It says all eternity, but with a covenant and promise that you will observe and keep all the laws, rites, and ordinances pertaining to this holy order of matrimony in the new and everlasting covenant. And this you do in the presence of God, angels, and these witnesses of your own free will and choice. Yes. Not I do. Yes. Now, pay attention. Receive her unto yourself. Woman's turn. Sister, so-and-so, do you take brother, so-and-so, by the right hand in the patriarchal grip, and give yourself to him? Notice the guy doesn't give himself to her. To be his lawfully wedded wife and receive him to be your lawfully wedded husband. See the difference in the wording? For time and all eternity, with a covenant and promise that you will observe and keep all of the laws, rites, and ordinances pertaining to this holy order of matrimony in the new and everlasting covenant, and this you do in the presence of God, angels, and these witnesses of your own free will and choice. Yes. Sex slavery. Prostitution. For your tithing money that you give to the church in order to have sex, finally. Having shut down your little factory your whole life, now you can have sex and turn it back on, because you've now been sealed in the temple. But only for children. And nobody caught this. And I understand you can't take the text with you outside of the temple. So most people just forget. They don't go frequently enough, like the elderly do. They got nothing better to do with their time. Or the ordinance workers or the sealers who have no authority. That's why it's a rote prayer. Wow. So you go, girl. Keep on trucking. Just stay away from Joseph Smith and history topics. You don't know it.